Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is being recorded on a Sunday, the day that I'm going to post the video, but what I'm going to show you is actually kind of 2 weeks worth of footage because I was kind of recording stuff a week behind, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've caught up with real time, so wanted to give you a little intro just to say hey from the future. I'm going to go back in time, show you what's been going on over the last couple of weeks, and then I will give you a quick update at the end to show you what the house is looking like now. So yeah, enjoy. So I may have mentioned last time that we needed to move our office upstairs, so this is the current setup in the second bedroom. It's fine, it works for now. It means we're completely out of the way for everything that's going on downstairs. Penny, what are you doing in here? And then in the lounge today, we've had a specialist company come in that come and do some damp proofing. So our survey flagged that there was a bit of damp, but there was nothing visible. And to be honest, now he's taken some of the plaster off the wall, I'm still not sure that there was really much of a damp problem anyway. But when you get a full structural survey done and they flag that there's a potential bit of damp, we thought the best thing to do was to get a damp specialist out. They did a survey before we bought the house as well and said that there was a few options in terms of work that they could do. One was to inject the wall with some sort of liquid or foam or something to damp proof it. The other option was to fit a membrane. So we didn't know which one they go for until they arrived today, because they kind of had to take the plasterboard off to have a look at what was going on with the wall to assess the situation properly. So what they've opted for is the membrane, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, the plaster and the wall has all been sort of chipped off about 1.5 meters up the wall on either side of the fireplace. So all he's done is taken all of that off and then fitted this membrane to it, and it's really hard to show you exactly what it is on camera, but there's a bit of extra membrane down here. It's basically this sort of plasticky spotty stuff. He explained to me that basically it means that it allows the it allows the walls to breathe, so if there is any damp, this is now a new protective layer that's breathable and won't come through onto our plaster, basically. So yeah, that's what's been happening today. He comes back tomorrow and he plasters it all up. We've had a little bit of a panic because we did want to put, we wanted to case in some wires for our new TV that's going to go on the wall above the fireplace. But he can't do that, and our builders aren't on site today or tomorrow to do it either. So I don't know, our builder might be able to pop around tonight and do it quickly for us, or we might have to think of a little workaround. But I think worst case scenario, we might be able to hide the cable down the back here and then hide it behind the fireplace in some way. So that's fine, we'll figure out a workaround. These things happen. But anyway, so that's what's happened in the lounge today. And then this might not show very well, but this is our downstairs toilet. Again, we've been using the Wimborne white on the walls. We've got an undercoat on the top here, and this is where Hague blue is going to go. So yeah, it's just had like another coat today. Might need another coat again because it's still, oh, it's still wet. Still a little bit. You can kind of see a little bit of the what's it called? Tongue and groove colour, which was a bit greeny, sort of poking through, so that might need another layer. But yeah, that's coming together quite nicely. And then into the kitchen, ignore all the boxes in the middle, we need to stomp them down and put them in our skip. But we have got our fridge freezer all connected, we've got our Belfast sink in, we've got our tap, which is nice brushed sort of satin gold tap. It has this bit that comes out. You can change the water to be like a spray nozzle, and it comes out a bit further than that, and you can obviously use it to move around with, so that would be quite handy when we need to wash the dog in the sink. And our dishwasher has been put in place. We're waiting for our gas hob to go on here when the worktop's done. We actually had our our worktop guy come and do a measure up. It's called a template appointment, where they come and take a template for it. So they just do final measurements, and then they order the quartz worktop to come and be installed in a couple of weeks later. And he actually told me that Wren are offering free upstands at the moment. So we didn't originally have them on our order, and we weren't going to bother because we're going to tile in here as well. So we're going to have like tile splashbacks. So we thought we would just tile down to the worktop. But as they're offering free Penny, what's wrong? As they're offering free upstands, I just thought, might as well go for it, might as well have it. It'll probably look a lot neater to, go on then, probably look a lot neater to have the quartz upstands as well, so it's all matching, and then we'll just tile down to the upstand. So that's a little Brucey bonus that I wasn't expecting, so pretty pleased about that. There's just been a bit of prep in here for decorating as well, so we've just got a few sort of holes and things that need to be filled, and then another layer of paint going on, so walls and ceiling. So again, we've gone for Wimborne in here as well, because it's just quite a nice off-white colour. I didn't want anything that was too stark. I wanted something that felt a little bit warmer, a little bit creamier, but also that went quite nicely with the other colours that we've chosen. So yeah, a few bits to do in here still, paint wise, and I mean obviously there's loads to do in here still, there's tons of stuff. So I think that's probably it for today. As you can see, not huge updates, but I think we'll get more decorating done this week. We'll hopefully progress with the kitchen next week, and we can start talking about a date to get the flooring booked in, which might be a couple of weeks away. So I reckon over the next kind of 3 weeks, everything should start to be looking sort of pretty much finished. So just a few more weeks that we have to spend cooped up in our bedroom and in our second bedroom as our office. But you know, it's all part of the fun of it, isn't it? Guys, it is now Saturday and another week has passed. I haven't been very good at picking up the camera at all this week. I don't know why. I think work's just been really busy, and it's been a bit stop-start with like different tradespeople coming in and out, and it feels like a lot of like ugly work is happening at the moment, like all the like drilling and pulling walls off and oh, Penny wants to come up, hang on, like replastering and stuff like that. There has been some decorating happening as well, which is good, but it's mostly just been like dusty work and it's not been that pretty. So I don't know, I just haven't felt very inspired to pick up my camera, but a few things have been progressing nicely, which is good. So oh look, Penny's sunbathing. She absolutely loves that little spot on the end of the bed when the sun comes through. Pen do you like sunbathing? What I'll do is I'll just have a quick whip round the house and show you what's been going on. And yeah, it might not look like much, but it is progress. And I'm hoping that we're about a week away from sort of finishing the kitchen. We've got the worktop arriving, I think like next Thursday or Friday. So we should be able to just sort of get everything looking nice in there. So today I'm going to be going around and trying to hoover up most of the dust. It feels like a bit of an endless task because the second that you hoover, something else is dusty again anyway. We've also ordered our TV, which is arriving today, and we've completely splurged and gone for the Samsung The Frame TV. Seb really wanted a massive TV, so it's a 55-inch, and I'm a little bit worried about how big that's going to be because I think it's literally going to be dominating our chimney breast, but at least it's a pretty TV, and when it's not on, it'll look like a framed piece of artwork, which is great. So yeah, we'll see how that looks when it arrives. And then we just need the guys to fit it. But there's so much more decorating that needs to happen first, and then we need to also finalise what we're doing about the floor. So the floor has been a bit of a tricky one. I really want a light oak, like a blonde light oak wood effect LVT floor, and we want it to be glue down because we've looked into it and we think that the glue down option is really durable, really hard wearing, and if you ever have a problem, if you like scratch a tile or something and you need to replace it, then you can just heat it up, unstick it, replace the plank, glue it back down. So I'm really keen on that as an option, and it's meant to be like a relatively budget friendly option as well, because we're not going to put hardwood floor in this house. We don't see this house as our like forever home, and we don't want to invest loads and loads of money. I mean, what we're doing at the moment, we are obviously investing quite a bit in it, and hopefully that will be reflected in the property value at the end of the day. But I think, you know, we want something that's nice that we can live in for at least sort of 5 years or so. But like I said, not our forever home, so we don't want to put like the top spec or the highest quality stuff in here, because I just don't think we would get our money back from it in the longer term. So anyway, flooring wise, yeah, light oak, blonde oak. I want it laid in a herringbone style, so that means the planks have to be a bit smaller than a classic plank that's normally, I don't know, however long it is. And yeah, you'd think that was easy to find, because if you go on like, I don't know, like Instagram or online, everyone's got a light oak floor at the moment, but it's not that easy, we're finding, or our fitter and his suppliers and his reps just don't really have stuff that's that's suitable. There is one option of something that we've seen, but then I went online and I saw a picture of a room with the floor laid in herringbone style, and it looks very stripy, because in the pack there is so many different sort of tones going on with the LVT tiles, that when it's laid down you get a very sort of stripy effect, which I'm not so keen on. I mean, obviously I know that with a sort of wooden tile effect there will be different tones in the pack, I know that, but I want something that looks a bit more consistent. So I don't know if I'm being a bit fussy, or if, you know, what I want just isn't available and we're gonna have to compromise somewhere. But anyway, I thought I'd show you the samples that we're looking at. So this is, our fitter has left the sample book with us, and this is the Nova range. So as you can see, it actually looks quite nice with the light on it. We've got 3 sort of different options here. This is a more traditional oak, and I think this is just a bit too orange toned for my liking. I also don't think that actually comes in the herringbone style. Sorry, Penny. No, you've got to move out the way, sweetheart. Come on, beep, 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 beep. So then the other 2 options are, I might have to move this into a different light because you're not really going to see. The other 2 options are, there you go. This is called washed out oak, and this is called light oak. So in real life, which you might not be able to tell on camera, this actually looks quite grey and very, very white. So I think that's a no. This one looks quite nice, slightly more natural looking. The problem is that we've seen a picture online, and I'll show you what I'm looking at on the website. I don't know if this is going to focus, but we've seen this photo of when it's laid, and as you can see from the photo, it looks very, very stripy. So we're just waiting to find out from our rep whether this floor that we're looking at is the washed out oak or whether it's the light oak, because I can't quite tell. I tried to I'll show you what I've done. I mean, this is very crudely mocked up. Here are the pictures online. You know, to me, it looks like it matches this more than this, but I just want to get clarity over which one this is, because if this is the light oak, then I think we'd feel a bit nervous about picking this one. But if it is the washed out oak, then I think we'll chance it. There was also a YouTube video online which showed someone talking about the planks, and it had a few laid out on the floor. So what I did was I took a screen grab from the YouTube, and then I sort of got rid of the background, and then I very crudely sort of layered them up onto each other to get a sense of how they would look like if they were, you know, covering a larger ground. So again, I think that what we're looking at is maybe that one, which has more stripy tones in it than that one, but I don't know, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Anyway, that is a very long-winded story about the floor. Basically, the jury's out. I don't know what we're gonna go for yet, and yeah, it's tricky because we don't want to spend a fortune on the floor, so I think there might have to be some sort of compromise somewhere, but we'll find out. Anyway, so today I'll give you a little show round so you can see what's been going on in the house. I'll tell you about the updates, and then I've got a baby shower on Zoom later for one of my friends, one of my oldest friends that I've known since primary school, or since nursery, I think. So yeah, I've known her, you know, 30 odd years, and that's really exciting. So got a baby shower for her later. Seb's gone out at the moment, gone to meet a friend to do some exercise in the park. I don't think we've got much to do today, to be fair, apart from a bit of tidying up in the house and maybe ordering a few other bits that we need. Like, we need to order a side table, we need to order like a coffee table and footstool and bits and bobs. So yeah, I think we're pretty much gonna just do some house bits, and I think the rugby's on later, so Seb's quite excited about maybe getting his new TV set up in the lounge. Not that there's anywhere to sit, I'll show you in a second. You'll see there's like literally nowhere to sit in the lounge at the moment, but anyway. So the first update is that we had some guys round to fill the big holes, or well, actually this whole wall's been replastered, but mainly filling the big holes that were left in here when they took the dado rail off. So that's just drying out, and then the guys will be back next week to do the panelling. You can see they didn't fill in all the areas where the dado rail is, I think because these are not as bad, they can probably do something with them, and actually the new panelling might go over the top of that anyway. So yeah, that's that. Pop that there. Also, can you see I've got these like dried, are these hydrangeas? I think so. I want to go outside today and cut a few of those off so I can have some dried ones. The office, I just love the sun beaming through this space, it's so pretty. The office has been redecorated. We've got a new door in here. Everything is Wimborne white, with the exception of this feature wall at the back, which is in setting plaster. So I really love how that looks. We decided to keep the shelf in this sort of wood, pine, whatever it is, because I think that it just looks really nice, gives a bit of a Scandi vibe to it. But yeah, everything else, the new skirting board, that's all been painted Wimborne. The ceiling's been painted Wimborne as well, so it all matches. So yeah, absolutely love this space and can't wait to start styling it. And then downstairs, we've got to mind the internet cable. We have everything in our lounge kind of like covered up at the moment because we had our damp specialist in. It's all done, we just need the skirting boards to go back on as well. So yeah, they've done a fairly neat job. To be honest, I just don't think we needed to do it. When the guy took part of the wall off to see how it looked behind the plaster, it was actually pretty dry. I'm not really sure why it was recommended that we had it done. I guess they have these machines that test the damp levels, and if it gives a high reading, then obviously the survey has to flag it. But yeah, I mean, it's done now, and it wasn't cheap, but at least we've got some peace of mind in terms of, you know, we don't have to worry about rising damp issues in this room now, and we do have a warranty with it as well. So yeah, I guess that's good, and for like the future resale as well, to say that we've had this work done is quite good instead of just leaving it. So anyway, that's this is all our new doors there, and our new sofa that we still haven't been able to put together. This is still our pop-up kitchen in here, which is a mess, so I won't show you that. Also got our new washing machine that's arrived, but we haven't been able to set it up yet. And then in the downstairs toilet, we have, oh, that's a nice bucket of ugly wet. So we have the tiles down, which you would have seen before, we have the panelling on, which has now been painted, and then we have the wall and the ceiling that's now started to be painted. I think there might need to be maybe another coat or two. I'm not sure if this is entirely finished, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty close. We've gone for Wimborne on the bottom and Hague Blue on the top, which you're probably not going to be able to see very well. It's a tiny little light up there. I don't know if you could be able to see in this light either. I mean, it's incredibly dark and moody, but I love it. I think it's going to look really cool. And then we've got, obviously, toilet, got a little side sink unit thing, and we've got a black tap that goes with it. I just found out that my push button that I ordered, that was black for the toilet, for the flush, is the wrong one. So I'm going to have to get a new one for that. And then the kitchen, this doesn't look like it's changed much, to be honest. We've just got a load of mess in the middle of the room because we need to pack this down and pop it in the skip or get rid of it or something. But yes, kitchen's still looking as you would have seen before. Obviously waiting for the worktop to come, and then the final bits can be done. Our water pressure is really low though, so we need to get that sorted. And we need to untie the weighted system in this so we can pull this out a bit further. But the idea is that we have a spray on the tap so we can give Penny her baths in the sink. Nothing in the fridge freezer yet. We still haven't used it. I think we feel a bit like we don't want to start using. I mean, we did buy some Biscoff ice cream, so that is the only thing in the freezer at the moment. We just felt that we didn't want to really, we could use the ovens if we wanted to, but we didn't want to start using stuff whilst everything was still quite dusty in here and it wasn't quite finished. I mean, as you can see, there's no real space for food prep anyway, and as we've got the little kitchen set up in the conservatory, just didn't see there was much point. But also you will have seen that we did have a door here before, and this has now been replaced with this new door, and inside here they've just boxed in and just made it all neat and tidy in here. To be honest, I don't think we really needed to do this. We did have a cupboard here before that was like perfectly usable, so I think it was actually a bit of miscommunication, because I would have been happy just to have painted the old door and just kept it how it is. But you know, it's new, it's been done, it's going to be painted, it's all going to be matching now, and yeah, here it is. So we've got a brand new cupboard that's been built. And then we've also still got this space here. So this is the bit that we said that we wanted to box in and do something about. And this hasn't been tackled yet. So I think this will just be open shelving instead, because it's quite narrow and we're not really going to be able to get a door on there as well. So yeah, that's it. Oh, that's it. This is how it's looking. We need to get some tiles that we're going to tile sort of halfway up the wall, all the way around here, and then all the way up this centerpiece here above the gas hob. So that's that really. As you can see, not a huge amount of change. So I've probably doubled up a bit in my vlogs this week. You know, you've probably seen the same thing a few times, but this is renovation life. I'm just keeping it real. It's not pretty and exciting. It's actually dusty and slow progress and expensive, and doesn't always run to plan or how you expected. So yeah, I think lessons have been learnt, but it's fine. We're excited about it all sort of getting finished in the next couple of weeks, and then I think we're going to have a think about what we want to do next in terms of like the bathroom and the bedrooms and the upstairs flooring, because we do want to do all these things and we probably will do them at some point soon, but we also just really want to just live in our house and just enjoy it for a little bit. So it might be that we just postpone that for a few weeks just to settle in and just enjoy having some clean, tidy, nice spaces for a little while before we go again and get the builders back in. So, where we left off last time, we were still waiting for lots of bits to be finished, and we still very much are at that stage of waiting for little bits to be finished off. I wouldn't say that any of the rooms have been completed yet, but this weekend we've definitely seen a lot more progress. So I want to show you some updates from the last couple of days. Some new stuff's gone in. We've got our worktops in the kitchen, which is really, really exciting. And things are starting to look like they're nearly finished. So I'll give you a little whip round so you can have a look. Start in the kitchen. We've got screeding on the floor to level it out. We've got sink, tap, that's all in. We've got our beautiful worktops. So it meant that we got our hob fitted as well. We've still obviously got plaster on the walls. We need to tile, but I'm just waiting for some tile samples to come in so we can choose what we want. So yeah, everything's kind of coming together in here. We've got our internal doors on as well, which look lovely. I actually really love the colour of these. They're just a sort of natural light oak veneer door. Still need our handles on and everything, but they're just lovely. But I will have to treat them with something, so need some sort of clear varnish, I'm not sure. And we've also got our stools from Dunelm Mill, and it's a bit premature to get these out, but we wanted to use our worktop. We had a Thai takeaway last night and we wanted to come and eat it in the kitchen because we're so excited to have our new quartz worktop. So we unpacked a couple of the chairs. We've actually got a third one that will fit along here as well. So this is what the kitchen is looking like now. We've got most of our handles. We've got a mixture of knobs and these cups. Got most of them on. We just need to fit a few more around this side. So our builders will be back tomorrow. We started putting some utensils in here. And then we've also got cutlery and stuff going in here. So all very exciting. And then in the downstairs toilet, which looks very yellow because of the light, and there's a huge board of MDF sitting outside the window, so you don't get much natural light in here. So last time you saw this, I think we did have Hague blue on the walls, but we've just been sort of touching up, and then we've got the radiator back in, we've got the sink and the tap and the toilet, it's all in, this has all been boxed in. So it just needs a few final last minute things to be touched up. And then this will be ready. We need to get a new light. We need to put a big round mirror on the wall and just like general styling. In the lounge, you probably won't be able to see much because the camera might not pick it all up. Decorator's been in, painted the ceiling, the coving, the wall, the skirting, the inside of the woodwork, the fireplace, and our lounge sort of bifolding door thing. So yeah, that's all been painted in Dimpty by Farrow, which is just a really lovely off-white, sort of slightly beigey toned colour. It's really, really gorgeous actually. And I think it works quite nicely with our fireplace. So this is just where they're going to chase in the cable for our TV that's going to sit on the wall. So hopefully that will happen tomorrow and the TV will be up there. So it'll be out of the way and we won't have to worry about moving it around the house so it doesn't get damaged. So that's about it really. We've got a few little bits left to do. There's a few bits left to do, so we obviously need to get the floor done, which will hopefully be happening in about a week's time. We're going to put underfloor heating in the kitchen, and then we're going to have the LVT glue down a natural light oak effect flooring put throughout the downstairs, and that will probably be it. Oh, and tiling in the kitchen as well. We need to tile behind the hob all the way up there, and then over around by the sink, that patch of wall. There are a few other things that we want to do, like put some shelving up. We would love to get shutters. We also want to do the bathroom and the bedrooms upstairs, but I think what we might do is have a little pause and just enjoy being in the house for a couple of weeks before we start going again with renovation work, because we found it quite tough. It's been a lot of dust, basically. We've been hoovering up dust and it's everywhere. It's all over the place. So I think we are looking forward to just not having loads of workmen around all the time, having the house to ourselves and keeping it clean and just enjoying living in it for a couple of weeks before we start going again with more work. But yeah, next week, sorry, we will be doing the panelling in the hallway and yeah, the finishing touches in the lounge and in the office and in the kitchen. So the last little push to get some bits done, get the flooring in, and then we'll be done, and I can't wait. So you can hear Penny growling in the background. She just wants to be let out. Hang on a second. Such a little growler. She desperately needs a haircut. Look at her. Poor little doggy. So yeah, just wanted to say thanks for watching again. I appreciate this video is quite long. There's quite a lot of updates going on still. The next one hopefully will be in real time, so you will be watching it the week after I've recorded it instead of 2 weeks after. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some good updates to share with you next time. So thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for future update. Penny, I'm trying to do an outro. And please come and follow me on Instagram at mylittlevlog as well. So thanks guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.